I'll try to come to you. Okay. Good evening, everyone. We'll try to get around to as many people as we can. Obviously, quite busy tonight. If you have a question, raise your hands. If we're ready, we'll come firstly to Damesh from Sky Sports.
Mikel,
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You said that you wanted your team to write their own history, and they've done just that. Is that the message that you've just sent to them in the dressing room just now?
My message was gratitude to them. I know the effort, the commitment that they put in. So it's a lot of work behind it. We've done something that has never been done in the history of our club in 140 years. So that tells you the difficulty of that. We have to do it as well in a very special way, missing a lot of important players. Big credit to that, and I'm especially happy to our supporters because they were right behind the team today. And we're going to have two magical nights, one in Madrid and another one here in London against Atletico. So very proud of that.
Sam, take it on.
Hi, Mikel. Can you give us an idea of the physical strain on the players at the moment? It looks like a lot of them are just battling.
Yes, but when I see them track back when we lose the ball and the habits that they have, it's just amazing. That's why I know what they are doing, these players. There is a reason why we are the only English team in the competition, because this league and this schedule takes the hell out of you, and it's very difficult to do what we've done. We are not perfect. We need to improve things, that's for sure. We recognize that. But let's value what these players have done because they deserve it.
Just on that theme, Noni came off, was limping at the end. What is that injury and how bad
I don't
is
know. It was something in his knee, so we had to take him off, so I don't know the extent of that.
Josh from the Sun, in the front.
Hi, Mikel. You spoke about the fire before the game. Do you feel like you got that fire out of your players tonight?
100%. And especially I saw that in moments of difficulty, when we give the ball away in circumstances that is not very much like us, how willing everybody is. Declan yesterday, he was shattered. He had no chance to play today. He wasn't feeling good at all today. He played 94 minutes at the level that he's done. Piero, the same. Every single player is putting everything through the line to contribute, to give his best, and I really value that from the team.
Alex from the BBC.
Hi, Mikel. Do performances matter at this stage of the season? If you aren't at your best, does it matter? Or do you care if Arsenal aren't at their best, if you get over the line?
You have to be better than the opponent, and I think we have many periods in the game that we were there. We didn't score the goal, we didn't finalize the actions well enough. But we had many other things that are very important to get the result that you need in a tie. And it's at this moment as well about the way you compete. And when you go to go and win titles, that's when it's going to define the moments, and we certainly done that tonight.
Ed from The Guardian.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
You at the full-time whistle, you had a big sigh of relief because there was a really close chance at the end. I saw you when you were shaking hands with the sporting manager. Do you think that this kind of narrow progression into the semi-final can really help you now heading into Sunday's game?
100%. This is a massive boost. I mean, to win a semi-final of the Champions League, it's extremely tough, and we know what we've done. We deserve it, fully deserve it as well, and we're going to enjoy it because we deserve it.
Tom from London.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
Declan stepped up as captain. We've noticed that there's been games this season where Gabriel's worn the armband when Rice has been on the field. You've made the decision to give Rice the armband now. What's behind that?
They made a decision, and they made a decision because Declan, I think, has earned as well the status, the role, the way he's taking ownership as well in difficult moments, and he's a great leader. He's a top player for us, and I love that the players take that ownership.
And one from Portuguese.
Hi, Arteta, Bárbara Simões, SIC Portugal. If you were on the other side, if you were a sporting coach, would you consider this outcome fair?
Sorry?
If you consider this outcome, the result fair?
I don't know. I'm the Arsenal manager, and I think it's very fair what happened over the last two legs. Yeah.
Okay, we'll do James from CBS.
Hi, Mikel. I'm sure from the outside it feels quite tense holding on to a one-goal lead, but when your team can go from the 67th minute to that last kick of the ball, not allowing a shot, no touches in the opposition box, I don't think. Do you feel like actually you can trust your team on a one-goal lead? Do you share the tension that maybe
I do, but I prefer to score the goal, and especially when we have the transition when David throws the balls to Leo to finish that action. The game's finished and it's over, and we don't even give that chance after the long throw to suffer in the manner that we did with that action. But that's something to learn and improve as well.
One here.
Michael, can I do in Portuguese? Do you have?
Yeah.
Primeiro, porquê é que tirou o Gyökeres tão cedo do jogo e o que é que achou da exibição? E depois se viu o lance em que o Sporting pediu o penalti sobre o Maxi Araújo com o Mosquera.
Con Víctor, porque creo que el partido requería otra cosa, otro tipo de perfil de 9, que nos asociara más, que se quedara la pelota más, no había espacio para correr. Y Kai nos da eso, nos ha dado mucha consistencia. Sobre la acción no la he visto, lo que me han dicho es que no era penalti, pero yo personalmente no la he visto.
We're not going to be able to get around to everyone, so I'm sorry, guys. We'll do two more. We'll do Phil from PA first.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
Just give us an insight into how you feel, because obviously there must be a bit of relief there, because this game was probably quite a banana skin given what's happened. So just do you feel that sort of relief?
But what happened?
The previous defeats against
Yeah.
Bournemouth and the other results.
I know, but what happens in reality of where we are, I don't know if the context and the reality are very much aside. I wish that we were doing the Arsenal documentary this season, and you can film the last 48 hours and everything that is being said, but we are watching the series in July, and then we have to ask ourselves the question, we are watching the movies and said, okay, where is Arsenal place? I think all of us would say, they are in the bottom 3. But what are we talking about, guys? Please, enjoy where we are as a club. If someone doesn't want to do it, so be it. We are enjoying a lot, and I feel huge gratitude for what the players are doing and our supporters. So thank you.
And finally, it's a question in Spanish, I believe.
Javier Peña de la agencia EFE. Bueno, enhorabuena por volver a semifinales otro año consecutivo.
Muchas gracias.
Te quería preguntar sobre el Atlético de Madrid. Vuelves a enfrentarte a ellos. Ya jugaste con ellos en la fase de grupos. Gran victoria 4-0. No sé si puedes coger aspectos de ese partido para esta semifinal, y también cuánto le das de favorito al Arsenal, o cuánto más importante que el segundo partido se juegue aquí en el Emirates. Gracias.
Cogeremos cosas, cogí muchas cosas de anoche también del partido, pero la manera que compiten, que juegan, lo que ha hecho Diego con ese equipo es impresionante. Estamos muy ilusionados de volver a Madrid, el primer partido, prepararnos bien, llegará el momento de hacer eso, y creo que la eliminatoria está muy abierta para los dos, habrá que ir ganándosela minuto a minuto y esperemos que vaya para nuestro lado.
Thanks, everyone. Good night.
Thank you.